So first of all, I want to elaborate on something my partner said. Earlier, he mentioned how there was a decrease in abortion and problems with sex and STDs and STIs and everything like that in states that took this law into effect. While they're in states where there is no abortion law, abortion percentages, STI percentages are highest in ages 15 to 24 years old. It's ranging between 19.2 and 35.6% relative to the number of people that are falling into the age group. So it's not just people in the state, that's just that age group. There's 35.6 people having complications. And yeah, another thing is recently a lot of public schools and private schools, there has been a huge increase in health promotion, which provides education on things like contraceptives, safe sex, abortion, everything. And a lot of the time, teachers are more than happy to help the students talk to their parents, or even require them to talk to their parents as part of an assignment, which opens up a communication. I'd like to talk about a little bit of the Supreme Court ruling on whether or not it's constitutional for parental consent. During a trial, Planned Parenthood Kansas City versus Ashcroft in '83, the Supreme Court ruled conclusively on the constitutionality of parental consent laws. Parental consent was found constitutional, so it did not violate any freedom rights, so long as it also allowed judicial bypass if the consent could not be acquired. And then in 1992, Planned Parenthood of Pennsylvania versus Casey, the court placed parental involvement firmly within a broad, within a set of legal rights. There are principles governing a woman's constitutional right to abortion. Parental involvement and other regulations were constitutional so long as they did not place an undue burden. And this burden, meaning that if the woman could not have this child, if they could not do it, and the parents were saying, you know, you did a bad thing, you have to have this child because you did a bad thing. No, the woman can go and get a judicial waiver on it and say, look, I can't have this kid. My parents are saying I absolutely have to, but I can't have this kid. They're placing a burden on me, you know, financially, educationally, all these things, basically ruining my future. All states with the requirement of one or more parental consent, there is a judicial bypass system. No states don't have this system. In the case where the parents or legal guardians abuse, mistreat the adolescent, or even just prove future threat to the adolescent, the judicial waiver may be granted when in the appeal of a judge. And this is a huge courthouse with a huge court and people and everything. They're not here. It's just one hearing, quick, easy. And this can also be in the process be an option in the case if you're alienated by your parents. Your legal guardianship can be taken to somebody else. Thank you.